I am debating on how to handle this situation because it's probably the largest in the wild creature of its kind that I've ever seen. Hey, what is going on, guys? I am on, well, I guess this is my third video for the day, and we're gonna do a little perimeter check, a little property search. I got the old 9mm on me, ready to bust some perps, some trespassers. No, really, we're just haven't driven the perimeter in a while. A couple of you guys have asked to see it again, and so we're gonna do that today. And I am on my backup camera right now, so I hope the audio is all right. And I've got my GoPro, whose battery is about to die, and I've got my regular good camera, in which battery is about to die. So, just a lot of fun. We're gonna piece this together with as much as I can, because I really don't want to just overlay music over what I can help overlaying music on. I'd really like to walk you guys through it and talk to it and hopefully do it in a decent amount of time. So in order to do that, I got to quit talking right now. So one quick thing I wanted to show you before I take off is there is a creature stuck on my lumber out here, and I am debating on how to handle this situation because it's probably the largest in the wild creature of its kind that I've ever seen. And I'm sure there's going to be more and more up here just like it, but I'm going to switch the camera around and show it to you guys because I just don't know what to do with a creature of this size. Can you see it? I'm trying to fix my viewfinder here. I don't know if you can see it yet or not. Focus. Focus. Let's see here, I'm trying to fix this. Hang on. How can I focus this stupid thing? It's been forever since I've worked with it. Okay, hang on. There we go. That's a much better picture. Let's see if he'll stay. How long he'll stay. That's very cool looking. Where'd he go? There he is. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Find him. Well, crap. Well, he ran off while I was trying to mess with this camera. Oh well. Huge lizard, giant lizard. Well, big face, giant face. All right, so let's go drive the perimeter and take Duke with us, and we'll see, try to talk with you as much as I can before we run out of space and battery and all that good stuff. Okay, so what you just saw right behind me is the first kind of low water creek area, runoff area that is on the south side going from east to west. Basically, well, you can see the size of the rocks that are in there. That all has flowing water whenever it's raining, and that all runs like kind of right down through the center of our property, and that will what is going to fill up our big pond we intend to put in the pasture for all the cattle and stuff. The next stop will probably be, I think it's pretty much going to be the opening to our pasture. So, oh, look who's coming back. Look who's there. Hey, you better just stay with me. So, yeah, the next stop will be kind of where our pasture opening is, and I've done some drone footage of before, so I'll try to link that video or put a card up top for that video. So, stand by for that. You can sit in the floor. He's tired already. I just gave him some water, but it's hot out here. So anyway, so where we are now, we are at the pasture. We kind of went through another couple of low water areas. I'm not sure if you were able to make that out through the GoPro footage or not. I'm having to use my older GoPro due to battery. This is going to be kind of a hodgepodge of camera videos because I'm going to run out of storage space on this one, and I'm going to have to switch to my new GoPro because it has storage but only 14% battery. Anyways, this is the pasture area, and you can't probably make it out very well, but there's a bunch of tall grass and there's a lot of standing dead in there. We're going to bring the tractor in here and try to knock over a lot of that standing dead. And this will be where we run all of our cattle and kind of grazing animals. So also there's this is right in a valley. Over there, that's a ridge, and we're on a ridge over here, and all of this is a big valley, and that's where the pond's going to be. And then lastly, I don't know if you can make it out in this or not. I'm going to try to zoom as tight as I can, but this is so pretty because it's got the you can see, yeah, you're gonna make it out right there. That is in Jinx. That is the City of Faith Tower, and you're able to see that from our from our pasture, which is really cool. So, so we're gonna zoom way back to normal, and there you go. So there's our second stop on our destination, and let's keep going to our third.
You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane, and it's bubbling over like a sweet champagne. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain.
Alright, so we are at our third stop, and there's really nothing special about this except for I just wanted to talk to you about kind of where we are and what we're looking at with topography change and all that kind of stuff. So back there was kind of a natural draw, kind of a natural open area where the pasture is, and through here you can see that it's just solid timber. And it's solid timber all the way across north to south of the property from here on. There may be one or two little pockets, and there's a couple of dry creek beds that run through there, but for the most part it's timber, which is really good for deer hunting. I really need to go in there and figure out the deer and spend some time in there, but just haven't had an opportunity yet. And then one other note about right here, what I like about it is what I wanted to show you is this is basically our boundary line, and I really would like to make a range, a gun range, all the way down there at the end. Focus. It's probably not going to. Back it back out. Too much stuff going on for autofocus. Anyways, that's the property corner all the way down there. I'd really like to put the range in the property corner, but use this area right here as long distance shooting, and put some steel targets, of course, on our property edge on the right side, staggering them going down. I think that would be really cool. So anyways, that's where we're at, and probably won't drop back in and say anything again until we get to the main creek crossing for the property.
The things you say, the words you make, your heart I love to see. You got a leaf on every single branch of our family tree. When you're all grown up, no longer a pup and going out to the great unknown.
Come on.
You'll find that little piece of you that you can call your own. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane. And it's bubbling over like sweet champagne. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain.
Okay, well, you would never be the wiser, but me filming this part took a lot longer than expected. We dropped our camera out of the Ranger, so that was a lot of fun having to go back and try to find that. So what you just saw was us go through the creek bed, and I'm going to get out and show you some damage here because there's quite a bit from the storm. I just about busted my butt. So I'm glad we're doing this now. I actually wish I could have seen the amount of water that was running through here to do this, but our fence has quite a bit of debris piled up on it, and it's broken free from one of the poles over there. So there was a mat. You could tell that the water was up to, I don't know, probably that group of trees right there. It's bent that over, it's bent that pole over, and it's bent this pole over. This creek was horrible. Duke, here, let's go. This creek was horrible to pass through. It's so rough. These rocks have been misplaced by all the water, so it's just crazy. We're gonna have to do some cleanup down here. But then also I just noticed we've got fence broken, another piece of fence broken, and I'm gonna look at it with you and see if I can tell if it's been clipped, snipped, a branch fell on it and broke it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it would have broke where it broke at had it not been snipped. There are some trees down right here but nothing laying on our side. Ah, that's what happened. It broke at a splice. Good, no foul play. So I bet what happened is there was a tremendous amount of tension from the water right there, and all that tension pulled this splice apart, and that's what we're left with. So we still got, that's still tight, that rung still tight. This is not as tight as I would like. I hope it's not broke somewhere. But that top row, yep, we definitely get to re-splice that. So here comes Duke. He's wore out. And so we're getting ready to jump back in here. This will be the last recording on this camera, and we'll switch over to the GoPro. So we're going to finish the perimeter and then we'll drive the trail.
Praise the one who is worthy, King of glory, light of the world. All the earth stands in wonder, for it is finished. He's overcome. On the cross where darkness was hushed, love and mercy poured out for all. And oh, sing my soul, the King of love has come, clothed in righteousness. He wore the sins of men. Oh, praise the one who has saved my soul, defeated death. He's over.
All right, so what you just saw was the perimeter check. The only thing we didn't do was the far east side because the water line ditch was in the way. So nothing really surprising other than the storm damage that we need to fix. We've got regular maintenance. We really need to get a brush hog or something and clear that trail, keep it mowed down. What we're gonna do now is we are going to go into the trail that my dad and I did over the winter. Really, it's kind of the start of the main trail that's going to go all the way through the property. So we're going to run and check that real quick. It looks like Duke might have just bailed on me. He's tired, he's hot and out of shape. So we are going to run and check the trail real quick, and then we'll probably just call her a day. It's hot and it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been here for a long time today, so we'll check in whenever we get on the trail. One thing I want to check on the trail is for the blackberries. I want to try to identify where some locations are on the trail that might have blackberries right now, so we're going to do that. So this is nuts. You just saw me do the whole trail, and now we are sitting at Lookout Point, and I don't know if I ever did a video of this or not. When my dad and I built this trail, it was before I was filming, and I don't know that I ever really did a drive of the main trail, but I'll look back through some videos and see if I can find a clip to show you what this looked like in the winter as to what it looks like now. And it's like night and day. I mean, this looks like jungle, like impassable jungle right now. Let me show you. I think even my parents are going to be like, and anybody who's seen this in person, is when I turn the camera around, they're gonna be like, what in the world? But this is Lookout Point. We call it Lookout Point for a reason, because it's pretty much right at the point of all the trees, and it's got this is a solid freaking rock. I mean, this thing is huge that we're parked on right now, but literally in the winter you can see up to the other ridge where I stopped before and said, you know, talked about the pasture. That's just kind of right across the way. You can't see that now at all. I mean, I could see the fence line in the winter before, but now it just looks like jungle. I mean, this is insane in the membrane. So to get the tractor in here to get started to clear all, that's that standing dead that I was talking about, pushing those things down. Looked like there was a fire well before we owned this property, and it burned up a lot of the trees in this area right here, and this is just kind of perfect pasture, but not without lots of cleanup, that is for sure. So let's get back, and I'm gonna make one stop on the way back. It's an area that we had talked about branching off the trail before, and the trail is so grown up, it's really hard to tell where I'm at. And it's so funny because Duke's like leading the way, and dogs are just crazy how they know. So anyways, I will make my way back up to the barn, and but on the way we're gonna make that stop, so stand by. All right, so we made it to where I wanted to be. Going back on the trail, there's a pond right down through there, and on the way to it we thought there might have been some blackberries, and sure enough there's some on each side of the trail. It's not very many at all, nothing compared to the patch that I've already taken you to. So I'm gonna walk down somewhat to the pond and see if there's any more blackberries that I can see, and I'll check back in with you. All right, so we're at the two ponds. These are two tiny little ponds that are original to the property. We actually need to blow a dam out and maybe combine them into one big pond. Would be really cool. But yeah, we did walk through some blackberries on the way to the pond. They were nothing like, you know, where I've shown you before, but actually I would say it's decent. It's not bad. It's definitely worth making a little stop along the trail. Spider webs everywhere. So yeah, let me turn the camera around here in just a second and show you the pond, and then on the way back out I'll show you the blackberries. All right, so here it is. I could easily throw a stone across it right-handed, and it's not very deep. It's about like the pond inside the stables in the barn. It really doesn't make it up into anything except for a swimming hole for Duke as soon as he figures out what's here. He's checking everything else out right now. So anyways, that's one of the ponds. The other pond is just right over this little dam over here. Let me take you and show you that. Look how heavily timbered this area is too. We are definitely not short on trees here at Blackberry Ridge. Oh, that means I gotta walk through all that. You'll just have to trust me in that there is a small little pond just right there that's even smaller than what I just showed you, so it's definitely not worth seeing. So I don't feel like wading through all the overgrown stuff this time of the year. So anyways, I will show you some blackberry bushes. Okay, so all of this low-lying stuff right here, a lot of it's blackberry. You can see some of the fruit from a distance, but man, it's freaking thorny in there. Have to do some real cleaning out there to enjoy that. But it would be nice to be able to stop along the trail and eat some blackberries and then go down to a decent pond to do some fishing or something once we ever got that pond decent. If and only if, and add it to the list. All it takes is time, energy, and effort. So I think that's gonna be it for the trail video. Any more of this and I'm just rambling. So I'm gonna go pick some blackberries because we are going on our little family vacation with my wife's side of the family at the end of this week, and they're asking for some blackberries from Blackberry Ridge. So I think Amber's gonna make some cobblers and stuff. And so I gotta get to picking, and it's already afternoon, and I want to get home before dark. So we're gonna get to picking. It's hot, but it'll be worth it. Until later on in this week, I'll see you next time up on the ridge. Well, it looks like the last of the blackberry picking is upon us. I guess it has been so dadgum hot here in Oklahoma in the last week. It really turned the heat on and got to normal. And this literally happened within the week. Just blackberries burnt up everywhere. So I've been through here and picked what I could, what's ready. There's still some I need to grab right there, but that's all I've gotten out of today's bounty, and it looks like that's going to be it for the season. So wild blackberries are over, unfortunately. Maybe I could get them another weekend, but we won't be here. So for Blackberry Ridge and for blackberry season up on Blackberry Ridge, we'll see you next year up on the ridge.